In a fucking neighborhood, these moose are duking it out.
Yeah, I love that. In my neighborhood, the old neighborhood in Chatsworth, we had brown bears coming in.
No, you didn't. You had black bears. You had black bears.
Brown bear of California.
No.
What do you mean, no?
But brown bears have been extinct in California since the 1800s. The
they
last
look
guy
brown
to die,
and they're black?
Yes. The last guy to die from bear attacks from a brown bear was Stephen Levesque, and he died in what's now Levesque, California. They named the town after him. Yep. And it's right outside of Tejon Ranch.
I'll have to send you the picture.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's called a color phase bear. So it's a different bear.
Okay.
So there's a brown bear, which is a grizzly bear, and the Kodiak bear, and those bears. These are enormous, but they're all the same bear. The difference between a grizzly bear and a brown bear is just mostly what they eat. So the brown bears in like Alaska have so much salmon that they have immense amounts of protein, and they're the largest of all the brown bears. They're fucking huge. They're much, 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 much bigger than a black bear.
Yeah, we had parks and rangers come to our house because one of our refrigerators failed. So we had all this great beef in there, so I had to throw it out.
Oh, and the bears found it.
The next day, the bears found it. It was in a canister, and they came there. So I took videos of these, what I thought were brown bears coming in. So you're saying they're not. What's the...
No, they're brown color phase. So brown bears can be, black bears. Black bears can be brown. Most of them are black. Some of them are even blonde. Yeah. There's blonde color phase bears that they find up in Alberta, but they're black bears. So a black bear is less aggressive than a grizzly bear. Okay. A grizzly bear is a brown bear, and they were killing so many people in California that they wiped them out. That's what happened.
Well, this one jumped over a 6-foot fence. But before it jumped over the 6-foot fence, it ended up eating chicken and filet mignon and ribeye and everything. The only thing it didn't eat was the garlic naan.
Well, tell you what, that bear's going to be back.
It came back 3 times.
Yeah.
On the 3rd time, Parks and Recreation came by with a dart gun to try and put it down so that they can transport it to someplace else.
Did they get it?
No.
It
jumped over the fence.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bear jump 6 feet.
Oh, they can move,
man. It was 250 pounds, at least, is what they said.
Oh, they can move. They move very, very, very fast.
It was unbelievable.
You'd be amazed at how fast they can move. Yeah. Like when they're chasing after another bear or if something's happening, they move very fast.
And then it jumped into our swimming pool. It was just swimming.
But in Pasadena, they have a lot of those. A lot of them.
In Pasadena?
There's a funny video of this guy in Pasadena. He's walking down a street, and he turns into an alley, and he's just staring at his phone. And he's walking with his phone, and this guy gets within like 30 feet of a fucking bear.
Wow.
And he just like freaks. See if you can find it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like 10 feet away.
In Pasadena, in full-on Pasadena, not like the outskirts and the bush.
Right.
No, like actual city street in Pasadena, black bear.
Yeah, so what do you do when it's looking you face to face?
Well, you usually make a noise and try to startle it and frighten it and get the fuck out of there. Like, hey, bear. You say, hey, bear. That's what people do. They say, hey, bear. Okay. The thing is, like, bears that have been accustomed to people, so that right there is a black bear. Okay. That is not a brown bear.
The one that I saw, and I think
it looks like a brown bear.
I might have it on my cell phone, but it was lighter than that.
Yeah, like I said, they get even blonde. So that's a brown, black, that's a color phase black bear.
It's intimidating.
Let's see the difference, though. Pull up grizzly bear. So a grizzly bear is a completely different motherfucker.
Yeah. So on the state flag of California.
That's a grizzly bear.
That's a grizzly bear.
Yes, that is the brown bear that is no longer. Look at the size of those motherfuckers. See, that's a different thing.
Wow.
See the difference in the size? So that's a black bear, and that's a grizzly bear.
Grizzly.
Grizzlies are much bigger, much more aggressive, much more dangerous. But interestingly enough, black bears turn out to be more predatory towards humans. So when a black bear attacks people, usually it's trying to eat them. Whereas when a grizzly attacks people, generally, like a large percentage of the attacks are, a large percentage of the attacks are people accidentally stumbling upon a mother and their cubs. That's the worst case scenario.
Because it's protective.
You get near a mama bear. That's so terrifying. Because they just try to eliminate the threat immediately, and they just go after you and fuck you up. They don't look at you and go, "What are you doing? What's this about?" They have to protect their cubs, and there's so much cannibalism in the bear world
They eat their babes?
Oh,
Their
yeah. The male grizzlies eat cubs, and they hunt cubs. Whoa. And so there's so much cannibalism of cubs from male grizzlies that the females are always on edge. Because everywhere they go, their fear is that they run into a male who's going to eat their cubs. Grizzlies are fucking ruthless. Wow. These assholes that think they want to bring grizzlies back to California.
Right.
This is like a movement now to bring grizzlies back. Because just like they brought wolves back to Colorado, these people are retarded. And they've never spent a second in the woods. They don't know what the fuck they're dealing with. They don't know what you're bringing back and what the consequences are going to be of those things. And look, there's places they exist, and they're great. It's awesome. Go to Montana, you can see them. Right. Go to Wyoming, you can see them. Yeah, they're starting to make their way into Colorado. A friend of mine saw one in the San Juan Mountains. You got video footage of it.
Yeah. I know you go with your archery hunting.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hunting of bears?
There's a lot of hunting of bears, not in the lower 48. So they're trying to change
Alaska.
that. They're trying to change that in Montana because they have so many instances and and attacks. And a woman was killed a couple years ago. She was dragged out of her tent.
Wow.
It's scary shit, man. And I'm not advocating for the eradication of grizzlies. I'm just saying that with our modern society, when they haven't existed in an ecosystem, to reintroduce that to the ecosystem, you're going to cause chaos. You're going to cause havoc. And if you want healthy breeding populations of them, good luck. Good luck, because now everything changes. All your livestock changes. Your dogs change. Your dogs are going to get eaten. Anything you have a dog chained up in the backyard, that's meat on a stick. That's
meat
what
on a chain.
Yeah, that's over. They're going to do that. They're going to target your garbage. You're not going to be able to get rid of them. They're going to keep coming back. They're dangerous animals, and they're beautiful and amazing and an important part of the ecosystems that they exist in currently, like Montana and Wyoming, where there's elk populations and a lot of food for them. And Alaska.
I personally can't see for myself going out hunting for bears or elks or moose, and I know you do that, but they're such incredible animals. Mm-hmm. They're just incredible animals.
They are.
Yeah. I just can't see putting them down.
The way they die without me is way worse. If I get them, I'm going to get them with an arrow, and they're going to be dead in seconds.
Yeah.
If they get attacked by a bear or a mountain lion, it's fucking brutal. Yeah. It's brutal. And the worst, they might just freeze to death. That's how most of them go. Yeah.
I know.
I shot an elk a couple of years ago that was 11 years old, and he had almost no teeth left. His teeth were ground down because, they don't live long. And part of it is because they can't grind food after a certain age.
Yeah, because no teeth?
No teeth.
Yeah.
Because their teeth are, they're just digging into the ground and pulling out shrubs and grasses, and they're constantly mashing and smashing. And over the period of, 11 years, his teeth had worn down to the roots.
Yeah. So you've gone after bears?
I've hunted bears before.
You've hunted bears?
I've eaten bears before.
And you've eaten it?
Yeah.
What's the meat like?
It's like beef. It's like a pig fucked a cow. That's what it's like. It's like a weird kind of beef.